Let's get into the Wednesday wrangle with Liz Storer and Justin Smith, truncated by the launch of that rocket. So let's get into it. First up, Donald Trump declaring to run again. A quick word from each of you. Liz, good, bad or indifferent?
This is all my Christmases and birthdays come at once. I remember being asked on this show about a year ago what I thought of Trump running again, and I said yes 1,000 times unless DeSantis puts his hand up. And now here we have, it's neck and neck, and regardless of which ones the Republican Party picks, the Democrats don't have anyone who holds a candle to either of them.
Justin's going to love it because he thinks it'll help the Democrats, right?
Oh, look, I'm sure that Donald has spent the last 2 years on self-improvement, toning down the ego and, stopping himself, preventing himself in the future from starting any dangerous riots. But it's going to be, look, hey, he makes things interesting. He doesn't make it boring. But I don't blame him anymore for this. The real people behind this are the Republican Party. They let this goose in there. They allow him to run riot and to, elevate himself. Look, I don't blame him anymore. He's just working within his own nature. He's an egomaniac.
Trump is to the Republicans what Lydia Thorpe is to the Greens.
Oh, gosh. Way too harsh.
Let's switch back to Australia and vaccine mandates. Justin, a big decision by Woolies to get rid of them. So many employees across the country in Woolies, they say no more mandates. That's long overdue, but there's a stack of other companies that need to catch up, right?
To me, that seems like a hell of a risk. I'll tell you this, though. I hope they're right. I mean, I hope we never need vaccinations, and I hope that, the worst is well and truly behind us. But to me, they seem to be taking a hell of a risk for not a great deal of gain.
No, they don't. There's no risk because the vaccines don't stop you getting the disease and spreading it. It's just a personal issue.
I know all that.
Justin, there's zero benefit, zero benefit to any third party. The only person who gets any benefit, come on. And how can you, in good conscience, actually still wave a flag for mandates when the government has put $77 million in the budget, Justin, to pay out their vaccine injury compensation scheme, a scheme which had over 10,000 claimants before it even opened for business, and it opened for business less than 6 months before the rollout began in Australia. So the fact that anyone still has mandates in place when there is the smallest chance of someone having it is utterly criminal. It should be a personal choice.
All the medical advice and data, Justin says she is right, and that's why Woolies and other companies are getting rid of them right around the world. Tell us about Novak Djokovic. He looks like heading to your fine city for the Australian Open. That, again, is a recognition of reality, isn't it?
Let him in by all means, as long as anyone else, any normal person who hasn't got a good backhand, is allowed to come in under exactly the same circumstances, then I'm fine with it. As long as it's a level playing field, I have no problem with it at all.
Yeah, now a quick one. I've got to get a quick thought from both of you on this. I cannot believe the giveaway mentality in Victoria. Now it's free tampons for all women.
This is just unbelievable. I'm old enough to remember, Chris, when parties and individual MPs ran on values. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. If you back that, vote for me. And now it's just the highest bidder. I mean, the amount of free stuff Dan Andrews has promised, I want to see it fully costed and fully funded because no Victorian will have 2 cents to rub together once he's done.
Your thoughts quickly, Justin?
Look, to me, it's just an election grab, to be honest. However, there are a lot of people who need tampons that can't afford it as well. So, I mean, it would have been nice just to kind of target that towards the poorer people instead of something that's sort of as blatant as sort of vote grabber.
It's the weirdest election freebie of all time. Thanks for joining us, Justin and Liz.